on, boys? What's going on, everybody? Dustin with Black and Gold Pressure Washing. Figured I'd fire up the stream and do some dishes. I've been putting off these dishes for a while, and I wanted to go live today. So I figured I'd go live and do some dishes. I figured it could be a Q&A. I'll just pop in and see what y'all are up to, talk to the chat, and it'll make my dishes go faster because I hate doing these. Our dishwasher doesn't work. I was supposed to buy a new one a couple months ago, but money's been kind of tight. So I haven't bought a dishwasher, so I've been hand washing them like I'm in the 1920s. So I figure I could go live, chit chat with y'all, and do the dish. And that way it's not as boring for me. So if you pop in the chat, say what's up. I'm going to be cleaning these dishes, but I'll talk to y'all as well. So keep me entertained, man, because I don't want to do this. But yeah, we basically got this left side of the sink is full of dishes, and then I'm going to clean them here, and then I'll dry them over here. And then I have a little rack right here as well. So that's what we're going to do. I know it's a little unusual, but I'm trying to make this channel more about my daily life than I am just so focused on pressure washing. So you might see me pressure washing. You might see me doing the dishes. Who knows what I'll be doing next. I have a couple other things planned today. I wanted to check out the van and try and see if we can get it running. I got some news about the truck, if y'all have been seeing me work on the truck lately. But not so good news with the truck, unfortunately. So I need to get the van running. Lauren went off to work today, so she's using the Explorer. Luckily, I didn't have any jobs scheduled, so we're good on that end. But yeah, we need to get a second vehicle in the family ASAP. So main goals over the next couple of weeks is to get the van running that y'all have seen in the videos, so I can make that the business vehicle. And then we'll slowly tinker on the truck and get the truck running. And Lauren will be driving the Explorer, and we're going to trade in her car. So that's where we're at. I'm going to start these dishes. I appreciate anybody that pops in the chat here. Say what's up or shout us out or whatever you want to do. I'm trying to get a good angle for y'all so y'all can see everything. This is a little bit better. But yeah, basically I'm going to be cleaning the dishes, so keep me entertained. I wish I could blast some music for y'all too. Because if I could do some music, then it wouldn't be as bad, but I believe it's TOS. Like I could play it while I'm live right here, but this wouldn't turn into a VOD. They would just either pull the VOD or they would, I think they give the revenue to the musician whose music it is. Something like that. What's going on, bro? Bet you weren't expecting to watch a guy do dishes on the live. What's going on, everybody? I appreciate y'all popping in here. Just washing the dishes today. I've been putting these dishes off for a couple days, so unfortunately, today is the day they gotta get done. Lauren and I usually trade back and forth. She'll do, she usually does the laundry, to be honest, and I'll do the dish. I'm getting to the point where I'm tapped out on the dishes. I've been doing the dishes by hand since I was a kid, to be honest. Unfortunately, this dishwasher in this house hasn't worked in a while, so unfortunately we've had to wash the dishes by hand for a long time. Would I rather pizza or burger? Personally, I prefer a burger. I'm a burger kind of guy. Cheese my burger, to be honest. If I could get some blue cheese on my burger, lettuce. I go back and forth with tomato. Tomato sometimes makes my mouth feel all tingly. But yeah, I'll go back and forth with tomato or not on the burger. Ketchup, pickles, stuff like that. We can lay these out nicely. I think I'm going to try and put all the silverware in one so that it's soaking. Let it soak. Chicken wings are a burger? Yeah, I'm still burger on that. I'm a disgrace to a lot of people because I'm a boneless chicken kind of guy. I prefer mine with no bones in them, but that's just me. But I do like a good chicken wing. My girl always clowns me because I because I eat boneless chicken wings and not bone in. She says I'm not a real man. Yeah, it is efficient. I feel like I leave a lot of meat on the bone when I eat a chicken wing just because I'm like a little grossed out by the veins and all that. The bones, so I leave a bunch of meat, whereas like the boneless, I'm like, pop it in my mouth, bada bing, bada boom. It's like popcorn chicken, man. Everybody loves popcorn chicken. Hopefully the sink isn't too loud for y'all right here. I'm hoping that I have this microphone on, so I'm hoping with the noise canceling on the mic that the me washing the dishes isn't that loud. I'm not 100% sure because I've never done this before, but I figure I could pop on the live and see. So I'm trying to also see the thresholds of this noise cancellation that this microphone has built in. So I'm trying to see if it'll cut out some of this ambient noise, such as the water running and stuff like that. Because I want to start wearing these mics on the jobs while I pressure wash. But if it's not going to be able to properly drown out the surface cleaner or pressure washing machine noise, then it's not that beneficial to wear it versus not wearing it. But I'll say on the lives, it definitely has helped. Because when I'm walking around, y'all can still hear me. And it's not distorted. Or like when I was walking away from the camera, y'all wouldn't be able to hear me because I was too far from the camera mic. And now that this mic kind of travels with me, I'm able to be picked up vocally wherever I walk. And the range on this mic is actually pretty good. I was surprised. If you pile all the dishes on one side of this rack, it'll tip over. So I'm like strategically placing my dishes right now until I get enough weight in the rack. I appreciate y'all popping in the live though. I'm just chilling today. It's got the day off here, just doing the dishes because I have to get them done. And I figure I could go on the live and chit chat with y'all. So something different, something new. I started this channel around pressure washing, but I prefer making content in general. So the more like general I can be with my content when it comes to like just showing you our daily lives and what we got going on and what we're up to today, like that's much more what I would prefer to do with my content than be so hyper specific in the pressure washing. I like making the pressure washing content, but that's not the only content I want to make. But the content that makes me money right now is the pressure washing content. So I'm trying to find a good way to where I can blend like what I like doing, making the content and my business with the pressure washing, and blend that with like our hobbies and our traveling and just our day-to-day activities as well. So trying to be a little bit more well-rounded with the channel and not so hyper specific on pressure washing, which I know a lot of y'all come here for the pressure washing, and that's okay. But I just want to warm y'all up to the idea that I might start trying to branch out and do some more content other than just on the job pressure washing content. And I'll keep that element of my channel, of course, as the like main focus. But when it comes to just trying to branch out a little more, I had so many YouTube channels and I was trying to divert my attention to so many different projects that I wasn't able to really put focus on any one channel. And they were all kind of working, but none of them were like focused on something that I would, you know, be able to monetize long term and provide like ample value. Like a gaming channel, like you're providing entertainment value, but like when it comes to like what people are watching on YouTube and stuff, like you got to provide value somehow. That's why I'm washing the dishes for y'all. Come on. Isn't this entertaining, man? But yeah, I just want to make more content other than just pressure washing. So that's why I'm here doing the dish. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could just walk around with the camera and chit chat and talk with y'all, especially around like while we're working on the trailer and stuff like that. Like, I like doing that stuff a lot more than I do just wearing a camera on the job. I feel like it gives you a little more insight into the like creator. You guys get to know me a little bit more because I'm not just a pressure washer, bro. So I have to keep telling a lot of people in my family too. It's like I've started making a lot of content recently, and like we have a couple channels that do well, but none of them are like your YouTube famous well, where like you're making buku money and like people can't deny that you're doing well. I'm still like making okay money on YouTube, but not enough to like, you know, tell your parents about it and then be proud. They still don't understand the YouTube stuff, you know? So like when you go to tell them about what you're doing on YouTube and, you know, how many views you're getting or how many subscribers you have, stuff like that, like, especially for like my mom and stuff, it just doesn't even move the needle. Whereas like if I tell her I pick up a new client pressure washing, you know, she's ecstatic. So it's not a bad thing. It's just like I'm putting a lot of effort into the content creation side of things. So trying to get recognition and respect from your family when it comes to the content creation is hard if you're coming from a more blue collar or rural family, I guess you would say. I got a lot more to prove is what I'm trying to say. So hopefully y'all can help the channel grow too. That'd be nice. As the channel grows, definitely branch out into some more things. Because Lauren and I are looking to get a camper or a boat. I want to start doing some more travel content as well, to where we're on the road. We filmed like one day off video so far, but we haven't done many other day off videos. I want to start adding at least like one day off video a week to the channel. I want like one normal stream that's like me just doing something like this where it's not related to pressure washing, and then I want to do like one day off stream or day off like video, whether that's a week or a month. And then I want to keep my consistent pressure washing video that comes out weekly, and then tinkering on my trailer and working around like that, because I feel like that's a pretty good mix of content. That's not like I'm not switching to straight gaming now that I'm monetized, you know, and then throwing my audience for a loop because they're confused why I switched up. So I'm trying to do like a moderate or gradual add-on to the channel. Something like that. Appreciate y'all being in here though. I see there's 6 of y'all watching me do the dish on a Monday morning. Let me know what time it is for y'all, where y'all are at. I think it's like, I don't know. Oh, it's 11:11. Everybody make a wish. Come on. Let me think. All right. Made my wish. Hey, don't forget to make y'all's wish. Okay. We're going to move on to the plates next. Try and do all the plates. Lauren and I just bought this new set of plates, but we only bought one set, so it basically only comes with like 2 big plates. Or no, it comes with 4 big plates and 4 little plates. And we'd be killing those plates quickly. I also don't do the dish enough. I need to be doing the dish like, what, every night? How often do y'all do the dishes? Is it like an every night thing before bed? Are you doing them in the morning when you wake up? Are you waiting a day or two till they pile up a little bit? Are you doing them while dinner's getting done? Like, there's so many times you can do dishes. It's a matter of when you want to do them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a huge fan, man. I'm not a huge fan. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so we got all the plates now, and we're about to wash them off. What's everybody up to today? I see y'all are lurking in the chat. Nobody's really talking though. Somebody say something, man. I want to talk. Y'all got me here talking to myself, doing the dish. Imagine somebody like walks in on you from like the 1920s right now. You're sitting here like washing the dishes in front of a camera while people online watch you wash dishes. What have we gotten to, boys? What's going on, MH? Had to lean over and see your name. Appreciate you popping in and saying what's up. We were just talking. We were talking doing the dish. We're really talking content creation and how to like not impress your family, but kind of get your family to see that like content creation is an avenue and not just like a leisurely thing. It takes a lot of time and effort to produce content, especially on multiple platforms. Like the lives like this aren't too bad because I'm doing it while it's happening. But when it comes to the like making a video and making sure it comes out and it's edited and putting out shorts and posting on multiple platforms and stuff like that, that's where the real like work kicks in. Like making the video is one thing, getting it out on all the platforms and titled and thumbnailed and descriptions and click-through links and all that stuff, where it all adds up, but is such a tedious portion of the creation process. So it takes a lot of time away from me doing like actual pressure washing, like business stuff. So I need to find a way where I can blend like going live like this and making this content to also like working on my business. That's why I've kind of tried to get the live streams going more, because then I can just go live and work on the business and talk to y'all about it while I'm actually working on my business, and y'all can see me work on it. And that way I'm not like putting off working on my business to like make, you know, specific, hyper specific content. Where it is, we are in Florida, homie. Florida right now, doing the dishes in the kitchen. What's everybody up to? I know it's a Monday. Some of y'all are probably at work. Some of y'all might have off. Anybody do anything this weekend? Anybody watch the UFC fight this weekend? Sugar Sean and Marab. And then the NBA game was on last night. That was a little bit of a blowout towards the end there. But I watched the NBA game last night and I watched the UFC fight this weekend. Those were the two big sporting events that I caught. Waking up slow in Arizona. Let's go, Paige. I haven't ever been to Arizona. My girl and I were talking about going out to Las Vegas this year for my 30th birthday, but she ended up booking us a cruise. So we're going to be going on a cruise instead for my 30th. But Vegas was one of the big things we were thinking about. Colorado's about the furthest west that her and I have gone together. I've been to California when I was a kid, but never Arizona. We want to do Utah as well. But there's a couple places on the list that we want to go visit out west. Hot and dry AF. Yeah, I was. I've heard the heat is different. Like Florida heat, like gets hot, not like temperature wise compared to y'all, but like with the humidity, it makes it feel like thicker. Whereas y'all have that like dry heat. So I'm sure it'll be a culture shock for me, because from Florida we're used to that like humidity. So it's like thick air. Feels like you're walking through like someone's hot breath. But yeah, I'd like to get out more west. We're trying to get some sort of camper or something that we can travel more, especially because we have the dog. Um, it'd just be easier to travel with a camper and take him places with the camper. Otherwise, you got to pay like a pet fee with the hotels, and then some hotels don't allow dogs. And yeah, we just want to bring our Roscoe with us. Unless I go up into the mountains. Your family's back in Virginia and the humidity kills me. Yeah, the usually when we get off the plane in like Colorado or another state where there's no humidity, or like really getting back to Florida, yeah, is like when it kills you because like you realize how much different the air is. Like you step off the plane in Florida and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot. Or you're like traveling and it's really cold where you were, and then you get back to Florida and you step out of the plane and it's like hot, warm, and you're like, ah, this is kind of nice. Being a Florida boy who's not used to the cold. Come on, last plate. I'm finishing the plates now. All right, we're gonna move on to the bowls now. Got a bunch of bowls that need to be washed. I'll save the pans for the end. Unfortunately, the pans suck. Not a big fan of pan washing. Yeah, we have a golden retriever named Roscoe. Um, if you check out my channel and look in the might be in the description or like further down on my channel page, you'll see his channel. It's at Golden Life of Roscoe. He has a YouTube channel as well. He's a golden retriever. He's much more famous than I am on this channel. But I'm trying to get this channel up and going, so I haven't been doing much on his channel as of recently. His channel kind of just trickles in money, so I just let it be. We mostly make like shorts on and stuff on there, and I let my girlfriend Lauren kind of handle a lot of the Roscoe channel stuff because I've been trying to get this pressure washing channel up and running. I was able to get it monetized, but now I want to be more well-rounded with it and not so hyper-focused on pressure washing. So that's our next goal, is to branch out our content. But like I was saying earlier, it's a lot of work to manage multiple channels and multiple social medias. So it's where like I've been putting my actual pressure washing business on the back burner for this stuff, and I need to like flip that and put my pressure washing business back on the forefront and just make content around what I'm doing with my business versus like trying to make content that isn't necessarily focused on like getting more clientele, because that's what I really need to be focused on, and that's what a lot of y'all ask for is like how do I get my jobs and where do I get my clients and all that. And it's kind of been slow this year, to be honest, for me. So I need to get back on the acquiring clientele game, and I figure I'm gonna start showing y'all how I do that. Because I'm not really worried about y'all stepping on my feet unless you're in Orlando. If you're in Orlando, don't copy me. But if you're anywhere else in the country, um, you're not gonna mess with my bag. So I might as well teach y'all how I do it. That's really acquiring the clientele is the hard part with the pressure washing. Once you get the clientele, the work is pretty straightforward. Washing a house is washing a house. Cleaning a driveway is cleaning a driveway. But when it comes to how you get business and how you maintain client relationships and stuff like that, that's what I need to be showing y'all. Not keeping it close to the cuff or whatever. I was always worried because I'm like, I'm gonna give away my trade secrets. I'm not too worried about all that. I like being transparent. That's the whole point of this channel, is transparency and like showing y'all the POV of my perspective of life. So like just being transparent with y'all is better and more beneficial than me trying to be like, I'm gonna package this up and sell it to y'all as a course online, you know? Like I could do that, but one, it's a lot of work and effort. But two, I'm not trying to what is that called? Gatekeep any of the info that I've learned, because I was looking for a lot of this information when I was starting out pressure washing. So if I can provide that type of info for people and get them ahead on their journey, then that's the main goal here. Because I didn't have a lot of resources when I was starting out a couple years ago. Not nearly as many as there is on YouTube now. So if I can be a resource or like an encyclopedia or whatever. These ramen bowls are always tough to clean. Okay. That's on me. Going live actually makes the dishes way faster. Like I was dreading doing these all day. I knew I was gonna have to do them all day, and I was gonna want to go live. And then I was like, man, why don't I just go live doing the dish? Why does it even matter? Like somebody'll watch. We're just hanging out anyway. I think that's what a lot of like people get in their heads about, like, what do people want to watch or what are people watching? And I think a lot of it is people are just trying to hang out with other people. So if you're live and chilling, like there's other people that are looking to chill, that are, you know, at work or doing something where they can't like actually physically hang out with somebody, but it'd be cool to be in a chat or pop in a live and say what's up to some people. So like being that place where people can come to just chill. That's what I'm trying to be for y'all. We're live in front of a kitchen sink. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the mic is working pretty good and it's not picking up too much of the sink audio. I was kind of worried about the running water being a little too loud. So let me know in the comments if y'all feel like the water's a little too loud and it's hard to hear me or something. Because I have this mic on and it's got noise cancellation on. So I'm hoping that it's cutting out majority of the sound when it comes to the water running and stuff. And hopefully just picking up my vocal audio. Okay, next thing is going to be, we'll move on to some pans and some rando dishes now. We've knocked out all the plates, all the cups, not all the cups, basically all the plates and all the bowls so far, and majority of the Tupperware. So now we got to move on to random silverware, spatulas, and then pans. And we'll pretty much be done here with the dish. Then I'll be able to cook dinner later. Maybe I'll go live cooking dinner later with y'all too. Tonight we're doing burgers. Burgers and a salad. Lauren's in a show. She's one of the leads in a show at her theater that she works at. And so we've been trying to eat a little bit better these next couple of weeks because she's playing like a fitness guru that has a jump rope empire. It's Legally Blonde. The show is Legally Blonde, but basically she's like a fitness guru that has a like jump roping empire. So she's really like, her character's really in shape and really good at jump roping and stuff like that. So trying to make sure we eat right over the next couple of weeks. That way she's fulfills the role. You know what I'm saying? Gotta act the part, man. If you're gonna be the part, you gotta act the part. She's playing Brooke Wyndham, if any of y'all have ever seen Legally Blonde. I need to watch the movie again. I think I've seen it once or twice a long time ago. And Lauren did Legally Blonde, the youth edition. She directed and choreographed it last summer. I think it was last summer. Might have been last fall. But now she's actually in it, the adult version. So it helped that she already kind of knew everything, like when it comes to like the lines and memorizing and stuff like that, which is what I would suck at. What's going on, Akash? But when it comes to knowing all that stuff when you go to audition or knowing the role, like it helps that she already knows the script and stuff like that. Is what I'm trying to say. So that's one benefit of having already done the show before. But I am not, I don't know about y'all, but has anybody performed on stage before, like in front of a live audience or a crowd? Because I've done like presentations in class and stuff before, but I haven't ever had to speak or like perform in front of like no more than 75 people. I think 75 people is the most I've ever really like performed in front of. And that's just like presentations in college. Anything other than that, I haven't really done a big stage performance. Point being, the anxiety and nerves would be running out the roof with me when it comes to that stuff. But then here I am, like I'll be live in front of 75, 80 people sometimes, and I'm like, think nothing of it, you know? But then if you put all those people in chairs right in front of you and you had to start talking, then the anxiety kicks in. Personally. Maybe I'll make breakfast with y'all too. My mom sent me home with a bunch of eggs. She's got a bunch of chickens on her farm. And so she sent me home with a bunch of eggs because we just got breakfast with her last weekend. That helps a lot because the price of eggs is insane right now. Doing the dish. This will help me know how long it takes me to do the dish as well. Usually I put on a podcast or something like that. I'll put on a podcast and try and be done within like one episode of the podcast that I listen to. So that's usually what I'm doing here. Appreciate y'all popping in the chat though. I see that there's a couple of y'all watching and saying what's up. Just trying to talk to myself until somebody pops in the chat and talks to me. If you let the dishes sit too long or you wait too many to do the dish, if I wait too many to do the dish, basically I'll run out of hot water if I have too many dishes. That's what I'm trying to say. So trying to make sure we're done before we run out of hot water. You like doing the dishes? Heck yeah, brother. What's going on, Parker? You're running a 4 GPM pressure washer, downstreaming setup, surface cleaner. What should I upgrade to next? Soft wash system, 8 GPM, water fed pole. I went from downstreaming to a 12 volt system was my next upgrade. If you have all that other stuff that you listed, I don't know. That's how I feel with this. I went to the soft wash system. If you want to get into window cleaning, maybe go to the water fed pole system because that's kind of where I'm at now with my next upgrade. But I already had the soft wash and the 8 GPM system. So water fed pole system is kind of my next move. Where back when I had what you had, I went from downstreaming to the soft wash 12 volt system. That was my next upgrade. That just allowed me to be hyper specific with the amount of chemical that I was applying. Like if I wanted anywhere from a 1% to a 12% mix, you can do that with the soft wash system and the 12 volt. So post treating concrete, washing roofs, cleaning the house, stuff like that is a lot in my opinion, is a lot easier when you have the 12-volt system, because the downstream system only allows you to stream up to like a specific percentage mix. Personally, that's what I found. I haven't downstreamed in a long time, and there might be new products out on the line that allow you to maybe dial in your mix more. But when I was just starting out, there wasn't really a good way to downstream a mix that was stronger than like 4 to 6%, or not 4 to 6. I don't know what I'm saying there. Downstreaming like a 1 to 2% mix, I think was the highest I was able to really get at the tip. And I was having problem cleaning certain buildings that were a little bit dirtier than a 1 to 2% mix would touch. So then I decided, I was like, well, I'll go to a 12-volt system, because that would whatchamacallit, that would fix that problem of not being able to dial in the chemical. You watch the wok and cook the dishes before eating? Yeah, my girlfriend gets mad because if I start doing the dishes while dinner's getting ready, and then dinner ends up being ready, I like to like finish my doing the dishes, and she wants me to like come sit down and eat. So we always go back and forth on like, if I'm doing the dishes while cooking or while she's cooking and I don't finish up in time, she gets a little annoyed that I'm like cutting into like eating a hot meal, you know? And like me personally, I don't really care if it's hot or not, the meal, but that's a preference thing. My girl loves her food piping hot. So the second it comes off the stove, she's ready to eat it. And so yeah, if I'm like in the middle of doing a bunch of dishes, she's not a fan. She wants me to eat. You've been doing a ton of window cleaning. Yeah, maybe you should look into a window cleaning pole then. If you're doing a lot of window cleaning, see, I wasn't doing any window cleaning, so that's why I was like, okay, not doing the water-fed pole system. But if you find that you're doing quite a few windows and stuff, might be worth it to invest in that, the water-fed pole system. Either way, the 12-volt or the water-fed pole system, you're going to be out around like, depending on how decent of a system you build, like $3,500 to $4,000 would be my guess. Because you got to buy, you don't have to, but the hose reel, the hose, the 12-volt pump, the battery, the case, the fittings, the plumbing to the tanks. You need a dedicated bleach tank if you don't have that already for the 12-volt. There's a lot more to it than just that little like Delavan pump that people buy, or the Everflow or whatever. But the water-fed pole system is, I think, like, I don't know which one you've been looking at, but I think all in you'd be out about the same amount either way if you went 12-volt or water-fed pole. I think it's a personal decision that you'll have to make there. The 12-volt is really good for like, I use it for post-treating concrete, I use it for cleaning roofs, and I use it for washing like buildings and fences that are a little too dirty to downstream with. I honestly got away from downstreaming pretty early on in my career, and I just haven't really gone back. So I might look back into downstreaming more, because a lot of guys clown me for not downstreaming certain jobs. But I think it's just because I'm so used to using that 12-volt system. I love the 12-volt. I just think it's awesome. It's awesome to be able to like clean and rinse at the same time. So if say you sprayed bleach on something like you didn't want to get it on, you can just pick up your pressure washing hose and rinse it off really quick. Whereas if you're downstreaming, you have to like turn off the pump, or like get it to cut off the mix, and then wait like 20-30 seconds for water to come through the line and not be a mix. So I think that the 12-volt just has its perks because of the fact that it's an isolated system and not conjoined with your high pressure system. That's just a personal opinion though. But I have been looking into those water-fed poles too, because I've been asked by a couple clients to if I clean windows, and I've had to turn them down. And some of the jobs would have already the first job would have paid for the system itself. So I needed to look at it like an investment. My trailer is just a little too small to like. I got to figure out the blueprint for my trailer to fit a water fed system. I know they sell the little ones that roll around on like a wheel or whatever. Uh, I'll probably look into one of those. I need to get better at like pricing windows and stuff like that. Are you charging like, are you just doing exterior windows? And how much are you charging like a window? Is it based on the size of the window, or are you just kind of like counting the windows and just doing it based on how many windows? Need to get better at understanding how the window people price their jobs. I had a guy come out and quote one of my big jobs for window cleaning, um, but the property manager didn't end up going through with the window cleaning yet. But I'd like to not have to pass those jobs along, and I'd like to be able to just have those jobs. Painting windows is brutal. Detail that you're not great at it. Water fed pole would save you some time for sure. You've done interior and exterior. You eyeball for quotes. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Eyeballing high so that if you get the job, it's worth doing versus like lowballing a job that you don't want to do and then having to do it for the low amount because you lowballed. I've been there before, and I do the same thing now with bigger pressure washing jobs where like if I know it's tedious or I'm gonna have to like say I don't have water on site or I need to bring water or something like that, I definitely upcharge because I know it's going to be tedious and I hate doing it or I don't want to do it. So I price it to where like if they say yes for this price, I'll be fine doing it because, you know, of the price that we set. Otherwise, you'll shoot yourself in the foot lowballing, getting the job, and then hating and dreading it the entire time you're doing it and knowing you're ripping yourself off. So whew, getting close. We got a couple more pans and then a couple more cups. And then we'll be pretty much done with the dishes. And then I think I'll make a breakfast with y'all. Wipe these counters down, make some breakfast. What camera do I use for my shorts? Most of my shorts are just made with the iPhone. Um, majority, if they're made with the iPhone 14 Pro, if I'm making it the short specifically, if the short is cut out of a job that I've done on like actual pressure washing, because I've made some shorts out of some long form content. Um, then that camera that I film my long form content is the DJI Action 4 camera, which is basically like the GoPro equivalent. But other than that, if I'm filming vertically like this is just my iPhone, and I'm just live on YouTube. What the hell? Am I running Facebook ads? I'm not currently. No, I ran one Facebook ad right when I started, and it worked. And I got like I think I spent $20 on the Facebook ad, and I got a $400 job from it. So why I didn't just keep running Facebook ads then, I don't know. I kind of got into the commercial side of things, and I deal with a lot of like property management companies now, and not individual homeowners. But times like these where it's pretty slow from my property management companies, it would be nice to have some homeowner clients. So I've been thinking about running ads again or trying to see about boosting my social media presence on the other platforms. Because mostly I've just been doing YouTube and working with my clients that I already have. that manage a bunch of rental properties. But it's always good to expand your clientele. So there's nothing wrong with running ads. You can just waste a lot of money up front if you don't know what you're doing or you just don't get any leads or hits. But like I said, my first one worked. I just don't know why I didn't keep running them. I didn't have very good before and after photos when I was running them back then, nor did I really know what I was doing, like pressure washing wise. Now I have a better understanding of like my why and what I'm doing. So I think like running ads and getting homeowner clients would be a lot more um, easy for me. When I was starting out, I had a lot of anxiety of like, what is that called? Like imposter syndrome. Because I didn't start out working for a pressure washing company and I didn't really know what I was doing necessarily. So I wasn't really trying to mess up anybody's stuff. And then like once you learn about soft washing and you have the systems and you're not applying pressure to the wrong surfaces and stuff like that, and like you have a good understanding of business, then I think running ads then is better than like just starting out and just starting to run ads, because you run ads and then you get a job and you don't know what you're doing or you mess something up, then like you got a bad reputation off the rip. So if you can build up your skills and your experience, um, I think that running ads is beneficial um, with that. Like on top of that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yard signs and Google LSAs have been great for me. I've been thinking about Facebook ads. Yeah, yard signs work for me. I need to get more into the Google stuff as well. I need to build out my Google online presence more. My website, like I've had a website for a long time and I barely drive traffic to my website. I need to bring people to my website. And do you run ads around your phone number? Or are you running like, or the Google LSAs? That's I'm not 100% familiar with that. Is that the Google like listing like for your ads, or is that just like your my business profile on Google? But the I need to try some of that stuff. I need to go live and mess around with stuff like that as well. Something I want to do. Spending more time on my actual business and like securing clientele in front of y'all, so you can see what works and what doesn't, or you know what I mean. Local service ads. Yeah, see, I need to look into that. There's a lot of competition here in Orlando when it comes to running ads. I was talking to a pressure washing guy at the supply store that everybody like fills up at, and this dude was running $8,000 a month in ads. Like he was getting 4x his return in ads, and he had done Google ads for an advertising company before he started a pressure washing business. But like I said, he was running $8,000 a month in Google ads. But he told me he was making like 20, 24K a month or something like that off of the ads. So like it's worth it, but like you know what I mean? Like you got to scale it to what you can afford to run ads on. Uh, Basically puts you at the top of the search and lets client call or message you directly. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I was bad about like not wanting to be on the phone and not talking on the phone for a while there. So I was like, I've been getting in my own way with like trying to direct people to like call me for a quote or call me for this. And the way that I was doing a lot of my business is via email with property managers. And I've gotten so comfortable with that because there's literally like no back and forth. It's kind of like you get a work order, you schedule it on your own time, you submit the invoice and the photos, and then you get paid in 30 days. So it's like there's no back and forth, there's no scheduling, there's no figuring out how to collect your check, all that stuff. I like the fact that I've taken out a lot of the minutia of working with individual homeowners. But like I said, when times are slow, like they are right now for me, having those individual homeowners clients to kind of keep you secure um, would be nice. So I feel like I'm kind of working backwards in my business. to secure those clients. But I'd also like to just have enough commercial clientele to where I wouldn't even have to worry about as much residential um, individual clients. So right now I have it to where like one client provides me anywhere from, you know, five to 30 jobs in a year, whereas that would be 5 to 30 individual um, homeowners that I would have to, you know, keep up with. So like it helps, but then it also hurts. Like if a company I'm used to doing business with either just stops doing business with me or hasn't gotten pressure washing done in a couple weeks or months, it can really affect your bag because you're expecting 5 to 10 jobs from one person, and that one person didn't come through with 5 to 10 jobs. So then you're down bad, man. It just pays to be well-rounded. What's going on, Chucky? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the kind words. Just sending love from the UK. Let's go, brother. My girl and I just submitted our passport to get our passports, um, so that the next couple of years we can do some traveling. We're going on a cruise this summer, but we plan on doing a Europe trip, and then I have a couple friends that want to go do Japan. So that's another thing that we've been thinking about. So got to get over to Europe. You got to get over to Japan. Now that we'll have the passports, though, we'll have a reason to. Parker, yeah, basically you're just getting told no a bunch until somebody says yes. I want to start making videos around it, but like that's my bread and butter, and that's where I was like trying to like figure out if I should package up a way to like show people where like I can get some value out of it for myself for showing y'all how I do it. But um, I just haven't done it yet, to be honest. But I want to show y'all how I do it. I just don't want to give away my quote unquote secrets without having a game plan of, you know, what I'm trying to tell y'all, how I'm trying to tell y'all, or all that stuff. But yeah, basically it's emailing. It's like any other business, so you got to be told no a bunch, and then somebody says yes. You know, that's just how business is in general. So, I think a lot of people get discouraged because they try once and it doesn't work, or they try this method and it didn't work. I was that way with like door hangers, where I did like 300 or 400 door hangers and got one call, and I was like, man, like I spent almost 2 full days, you know, putting door flyers out or whatever, and then I heard back from one person, which is fine because it paid for doing passing them out, but you know what I mean? Like return on investment and effort put in to obtain clientele, there's just better ways. Chucky, can I read your comment out loud? I read it out pretty loud. Chucky. He's sending warm vibes, never cold, never mucky. Hope you're smiling, hope you're doing okay. Just sending a little love over from the UK. Let's go, brother. I didn't know it was a poem I was supposed to read out loud. All right, boys, we're getting down to our last couple dish. Let's go. This was so much better. Talking to y'all while doing the dish was just so much more fun than just doing the dish. I had like 9 people in here watching me do the dish. This is what 2025 is all about, boys. Watching people do their chores so that we don't have to do our own chores. You know what I mean? Because our own chores can wait. We'll watch somebody else do it. It's like playing Sims, where like you're taking out the trash in the video game while your trash in your real life house is stacking up and you haven't taken it out. You know, that's what we're doing now. Okay. Okay, cool. So this is done. Da-da-dum-dum-dum. Any other dish? Anybody see any other dish around the house? Hey, cut that out. Okay. Okay, sinks are clean now. Rinsed out. Sponge is rinsed out. Let's wash our hands. Wipe this sink down, and then I'm gonna wipe down these counters and then maybe make breakfast with y'all. But yeah, Parker, I need to explore some more options for some obtaining clientele. The yard signs work. I just don't like putting them out because I hate putting out money without knowing if I'm going to get money back. You know what I'm saying? So I found a couple ways to where I don't have to put out any money and I can get a return on investment with like obtaining clientele. And so I kind of hit it hard that way. And then I got kind of salty and bitter about some other ways where I felt like I wasted some money. But it's not wasting money if you get a job. It just sucks to like put out a yard sign and then less than like 48 hours later it's gone and you didn't get a call and you know that was like $5 worth of material, you know, between the metal stake and the sign and stuff, and then you're like, man, screw this. Keep doing what I'm doing. But if you want to grow faster as a business and you're somebody's in a rush to expand or hire on or whatever, then I think you hit all the avenues at the same time. And if you hit all the avenues at the same time, like your business is bound to grow exponentially. I think that a lot of us either find our method that works and stick with that, or, you know, and I think that the guys that get really big with their companies, they're running Facebook ads, they're running Google ads, they're running yard signs, they're doing door knocking, they're going, you know what I'm saying? They're doing it all. So just depends how much effort you want to put into your business, and if you want it to be like full time, I'm always booked out, or I only work when I want to work. Like you have to kind of set that expectation in your head of, you know, how much am I willing to put into this business, because you get all the clientele and then you're sitting there with a ton of work and maybe you don't want to pressure wash all day, you know, or 5 days a week, or now you got to pressure wash 7 days a week because you have so much business. So it's that slow growth to where you get to a comfortable level where you are good with how much effort you're having to put in work wise. Because I know that I didn't want to get too busy pressure washing wise because I enjoyed a lot of my free time, and you can make a lot of quick money fast pressure washing and not need to um, work, you know, as much as some other jobs. Yard signs are a great return for you. It does suck putting them out. Yeah, I need to look into the Google local service ads. You're just part time and it keeps you super busy. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've done some gutter cleaning as well. I haven't really done any window cleaning jobs. That's the one thing that I need to learn more about, to be honest. But yeah, the yard signs are yard signs are good too. My hands are raw now that I've washed dishes for an hour straight. Need to cook then breakfast. Drink some water. I've been talking for an hour straight. No water. Whew. Okay, boys. I think what I'll do is I'll get the ring light, um, and then I can set y'all up to where we can move around the kitchen a little more, because I need to wipe down the stove, and then I want to cook some breakfast. There's something else I wanted to say. I forget what I was trying to say to you, Parker. Something about something. Oh, using it as a part time and it being super keeping you busy. That's kind of how I treat this job. Is like the pressure washing is like a really good part time side hustle to where it basically allows me to do stuff like this where I'm just live on a Monday, um, or whatnot. Like I kind of wanted the pressure washing to allow me the freedom to have my own schedule and then not have to work 60 hours a week, 40 hours a week. Like I can bang out, 3 to 5 jobs in a week and feel pretty comfortable. So, but that being said, you could do 3 jobs a day, 5 days a week, and be making really good money. So it just kind of comes down to like how hard you want to hit it and how much you want to make and what you want to do with your life and stuff like that. I don't really like working around bleach that much. So the less I can spray it in my lungs, the better. You know what I mean? So I try and like get in and get out with the pressure washing stuff. That's why I don't want this whole channel to be around pressure washing, just in general, just because like the pressure washing business allows me the lifestyle that I want to live, but it doesn't necessarily, it isn't my life. And so the more I make content around pressure washing, the more it becomes my life. So I need to be more well rounded with my content creation so that I don't pigeonhole myself into like being how to start a pressure washing business YouTube channel. I'd much rather be like me as a person YouTube channel where I show you my pressure washing stuff, but I also show you like traveling content and working on the cars, stuff like that. Where just a little bit more well rounded than so hyper specific. I feel like as a content creator, you can like pigeonhole yourself into a niche that you weren't trying to be in based on kind of where your audience directs you. And then you're kind of like stuck making content that you may not necessarily like love making, if that makes sense. You don't use a ton of bleach. Yeah. Yeah, I try and minimize how much product I'm using, to be honest. Um I've tried to cut down a lot on my product usage recently. You like the long form videos that I put out? Yeah, those I plan on just keeping out too and like keep making those. Like as I do jobs, I'll just wear the camera and put those out. Um and then here at the house, I'm trying to get more well-rounded when it comes to like showing you what I'm doing on the computer when it comes to like getting the property management clientele and how I form my emails and how I approach reaching out to them and like my inventory lists and building out a yard sign and making a business card and stuff like that. Like I want to go ahead and make um, more content around that stuff as well, so that you guys have a fully encompassed resource for starting a pressure washing business. Yeah, that bleach can be dangerous. I've gotten it in my eyes a couple times. It burns so bad. Like if you spray, say you're wearing a hat like this, and then like you've been washing a house or whatever, and bleach has just been dripping down or whatever, and then you're sweating on your hat. I've had it to where like the sweat dripped off the brim of my hat and down into my eye, but it was like bleach soaked. Dude, my eye was burning for, oh man, 20-30 minutes of washing it out. Luckily, I was actually washing my own house when that happened. So I was able to run inside and rinse my eyes out really well in the house. If I was on a job, yeah, it would have sucked a lot more. It would have sucked more. Okay, let me put some of this stuff away. I'm still talk with y'all, but I'm gonna put some of these dishes away now that they're dry. Now that they're dry, then I can set y'all up over here. I appreciate y'all stopping in the channel and chit chatting though. I was debating if I was even gonna go live today, so I'm glad I went live because I'm just here to be here and chit chat. If anybody has any questions or wants to provide any advice, I value that as well. I think that everybody has something that they can teach us, teach somebody else. No need to gatekeep the secrets. We can all learn from stuff. I think that a lot of times people are gatekeeping It's okay though. It's okay. You know, that's part of it all, but I'm not that way. I try and be as transparent as possible. And then I end up shooting myself in the foot because I over explain stuff. And then I'm like talk myself out of business because I'm too transparent. Sometimes you want to keep your card close to your chest, you know? Bada bing, bada boom. We did good though. We did good. We got a bunch of dish clean. Got the whole sink done. That's why you don't wait to do the dishes though, because that took me like an hour to do. And it could have only taken me 10 minutes if there was only 3 to 5 dish. Do y'all do the dishes every day? How often are y'all doing the dish? Like, do you let it go for a couple days and then do it? Or are we like doing it every day so that there's none in the sink? I'm also like, I guess I have a skewed view because we don't have a dishwasher. So I have to hand wash all the dishes. So I guess that's a little bit different. Whereas some people can just pop them in the dishwasher. Oh, I would love that. One of these days, I'm going to invest in a dishwasher, boys. And it'll be like a brand new me. Okay, so we'll let these air out just a little bit longer. Put our silverware away. This is where I'm tucking. It starts to like tip because there's too much weight on the front end. Pretty much every day. Yeah, I need to be better about doing it every day. It's when I do it every day, I'm like, this is why I do it every day, because it takes me 5 minutes. And then when I put it off for a couple days, then I'm like, why did I put it off? It really comes down to how often are you cooking at the house. Like my girl and I have gotten a lot more into like cooking at the house. We were eating out a lot the last year, but this past year we've been trying to cook more in the house. So there's been a lot more dish lately. More than I want. More dish than I want to do. But, like I said, my girl does the laundry, so I don't really like, I hate folding laundry. I'd rather wash dishes than fold laundry. That's the honest truth. That's the truth in my heart right there. I cannot stand folding laundry. And then I get yelled at because I don't fold it the right way. Especially towels. Apparently, I cannot fold a towel to save my life. There's a specific way that you're supposed to fold a towel. You know, I guess I'll never know how to do it right. Okay, so. Okay, boys, we've almost got this all put away now. Just a few more things. Now I want to grab the ring light for y'all, and we'll put the ring light on, and then maybe we'll go out back and we can play with Roscoe as well. But let me make my breakfast first, Bubba. Once I make my breakfast, we can go out back with him because he still needs a poop. He has a poop today. We can play some fetch, you know, set up the ring light, and we can hang out back. Okay, boys. So the dishes are done. The dishes are done. We did it, boys. What how long did that take us? You have to do the yard work, which sucks. Yeah, I feel you on that one, brother. I also have to do the outside. I actually don't have to do that much yard work, luckily, because I don't know if y'all can see it right here. I can show you. If I show you out this window, basically our yard is mostly like dirt like this, so not too much grass areas. Hard to see out this window, but yeah, see down there, it's like mostly like mulchy dirt. We had a bunch of trees back here that went down over the last year, so a lot of our stuff isn't. It's starting to grow grass for the very first time. Honestly, our yard. Okay, so let's wipe down the counters real quick, and then we will start breakfast. Which it's late. I know it is. Let's see what we can stack and get out of here. Okay, so we'll put all this up here for now. Okay, boys. Is this old or new? What about this? Okay. Oh, buddy. I thought we had some spray. I think we do. I thought we had some like counter. All I see is window and glass cleaner. Okay, I'll just use this wet wipe. It ain't a wet wipe. Wait. Mother sucker. Trying to think what we should do for brekkie. I have some eggs in here. I might make just some eggs, and then I have a shake, like a those Chobani shakes. I don't know if you guys have ever had the protein shakes. They're like pretty good though. They got like 20 grams of protein in them. So I like them as a quick like meal replacement. Those are the Owns. I don't know if you guys have tried the Owns. They're like a plant-based protein. But basically those and Chobani's I'll do as like a quick breakfast in the morning, especially if I have a job that morning. And that's usually enough personally to tie me over until I finish my first job. So a lot of the times that's what I'll do for breakfast. Because I'm usually in a rush or I usually don't want to cook in the morning. Okay, so the counters are clean. Well, I gotta clean the stove off now. And I need to clean over here as well. Bada bada bing. Bada bada boom. What's going on, everybody? I see there's 4 of y'all in here. Y'all come and go. Keep coming and going. I appreciate anybody that's in here who's been chilling. I was doing the dish. I just finished the dish. If y'all missed it, you didn't miss much, but a man struggling to clean his dish in his house. Now we're just now we're wiping the counters, and then we're going to clean, or we're going to cook breakfast, and then we'll go out back with Roscoe. Once you go out back with Roscoe and play some fetch for a while. He likes to play out back. I need to figure out a way to change the title of the live while I'm live. I think I can do that. I just haven't figured it out yet. I'll play around with that as well because I want to say like when we switch up activities because I don't want people popping in here thinking I'm washing the dish still. It ain't 5 hours of washing the dish. It's only 1 hour. Only 1 hour. I think that being like an only child has like groomed me into being okay at talking to the camera with nobody there really. Like it's like talking out loud by myself is natural. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's a normal only child problem that translates into being able to talk to a live stream where there's, you know what I'm saying? Minimal. I need minimal feedback is what I'm trying to say. I could talk to myself, but I appreciate when y'all are in here talking because it gives me something to bounce off of. Otherwise, I just keep circle talking in my own head thoughts. And I'm like, does anybody hear me? So, okay. Now, let's put away this dish. I'm not a huge fan of this pan. This one pan that we have is the worst for cooking eggs. Don't buy this pan. Whatever y'all do, do not buy this pan. It is Granite Stone is the brand. I think it's Walmart, but basically it says no stick. All the eggs stick. They stick. It's a lie. Don't believe them. It is a lie. The eggs do stick, man. They do stick. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm grabbing the ring light. Okay, so this is our little mobile operation system. Let's figure out a way to get y'all to where you can see. Cast iron all the way. Yeah, I have a couple cast iron pans, but I'll let them sit and I need to clean them. They haven't been cleaned in a minute. The cast iron is good though. I ended up burning some steaks one time where I just I singed them too much, and then I couldn't get the inside to cook because yeah, basically I think I had the pan too hot, right? Because I seared the outsides of them with the cast iron really nice, and then I did them the time that they were supposed to go, but then the insides were still raw, and I think I just had the pan like way too hot. Okay, boys, let me try and set us up over here. See if I can get us set up nicely. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll just do it like this so that I can see y'all while we do it. Just keep the face cam on for now. The reverse sear method, is that the one where you put it in the oven, right? I believe. It like goes in the oven. Okay, boys. This is our little cooking station. This is where we're gonna be cooking. Okay. What do we need? We got eggs fresh from my mama's farm. Let's hope she washed them for us. Yes, thank you, Mom. Okay, so these are eggs from my mom's farm we're going to be using. And then what else do we need? Do y'all do any cheese in your eggs? Do we do cheese in our eggs? I like my eggs scrambled personally. I'm a scrambled kind of guy. We'll do cheese. I don't think I have any spinach right now. Let's do some berries, not in the eggs. Need to make a coffee. What else do we need, Roscoe? These are what I was talking about, though. These chobanis. This is what I'll take on like big jobs, or if I'm in a rush in the morning, instead of making a breakfast, I'll do like a chobani like this. They're like 20 grams of protein. Yeah. Basically, it's just like a quick like meal replacement. These or Lauren likes to do the owns. These right here. These are good too. But both of these are good like meal replacements in the morning if you're ever in a pinch or a rush or something. I'll usually do one of those, one of each. Not one of each, but one or either of those. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that, but let me see if I can get y'all a little bit closer because we're gonna be like right here. Yeah, that should be good. Right? Everybody can see everything? Okay, cool. What I'm going to be doing for y'all next is attempting to make scrambled eggs. Let's hope that it goes good. The pan is hot. I don't have any like spray. My girl doesn't like to use this spray. So we have no trying to see where I'm at so y'all can see me. We have no spray to keep the eggs from sticking. So that's probably why it also sticks to the pan. But she got us some, or our parents got us these really good pans that don't they don't stick at all. So that would be nice. But I'm using that pan for dinner tonight and I just cleaned it, so I'm not trying to wash it again. So I'll just use another pan. I always forget how much different these like natural eggs are from like store-bought eggs. Like the yolks are a lot more like yellow, I guess you would say, or like pale. Whereas like a lot of the store-bought eggs are like the yolks are so dark. They're like a dark red a lot of the time. How many eggs do we want, boys? 3 or 4? 3 or 4, 3 or 4, 3 or 4. Let's see how many we'll have left. I say we go with 3 because that'll leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. We'll go with 3 for now. Okay. My girl has these little sausages, but I just do not. I'm not a big fan of them. What I could do is some French toast sticks. Let's just do some French toast sticks too. Okay, what do we need? Salt, pepper. Appreciate y'all chilling in here today. We're just vibing. Nothing too crazy going on today. I was gonna try and get that van started that's out front today. Might do that at some point as well with y'all. I might pop back on the live and do that in a little, depending on how long my phone battery lasts and stuff like that. Okay. What am I thinking? These French toast sticks, I don't really want to do them in the oven because it's going to take too long. So I think I'll just do them in the microwave. But to do them in the microwave, it says 4 pieces for 1.5 minutes. This is the unhealthy portion of the breakfast. The eggs have a lot of cholesterol, though. Did y'all know that? Like, no, they were so high in cholesterol. Okay. Anything else we want to do? Because this is going to fry my egg. Okay, boys. They're going on the pan. Y'all want to hear it sizzle? Oh, I wonder if the noise cancelers cut that part out. Who knows? Okay, eggs are on the pan. Now my girl uses this thing. I've never really used it, but you're supposed to be able to like move the egg around with it. And it's supposed to not stick, but like I said, I've never had luck with this pan. All our other pans, like even though we don't use like non-stick spray, like the eggs don't stick to the pan like this pan does. I don't know what it is about this pan. I don't know if maybe the non-stick is worn off of it or what. Oh no, my cheese. I'm gonna add my cheese. As soon as I finish this up, we'll go out back, okay? Roscoe's over here looking at me like, are we ever going outside, Dad? Okay, microwave is on. We're gonna add some cheese here. Add some cheese to the breakfast. I wanna know if I can change the title to the stream while I'm live. These chunks of cheese are so big. That's a good boy, Roscoe. Roscoe's a patient boy. Okay. So let these cook up for a minute. While they cook up, let's throw away our trash and get our berries. Get our berries. Berries. Berries and cream. Okay, so this will be a good little breakfast. Only thing I wish we had is some spinach to go on these eggs. Okay, and our French toast sticks are done. So what we'll do with those is add a little bit of syrup. I might put them on a bigger plate so that we can have. Well, hopefully they dry because they look wet. Okay. Next, let's get a handful of berries. Just double check there's no mold on these berries. Literally, we just got them yesterday, and it's frustrating because I found like one or two that already have mold on them. Like, we just bought these yesterday. Do y'all ever take produce back to the grocery store? Yeah, like, fuck this. This is awful. Yeah. So frustrating. Like, we bought the produce yesterday. Like, there's no way that in less than 24 hours, it's back to not being edible. It's moldy. I think I'll just leave them out so that we could take them back to the store or something. Cook up my beautiful eggs. Like, what am I supposed to do? Hand pick out the ones that aren't moldy in the thing? Like, isn't mold spread to the other ones as well? Like, they owe me. Okay. So put the eggs down. See what I mean? How it gets burnt to the bottom of this pan, though? How do y'all prevent that? Is there a way to prevent it without spray? That's my question. Did I have it too hot or what? Like, it flakes off easy like this, you know? Like, into, like, big, like, chunks. But still, like, I think maybe I have my pan too hot when I put the eggs on. Is that what it is? But, like, even when I move the eggs around, if the pan's not too hot, like eventually it leaves this like super thin film of like egg that got cooked onto the thing. Well, I don't know why it does that. Probably because I'm a noob and I just don't know how to properly. Well, we got our vacuum cleaner that's coming by down here. I don't know if y'all can see him down here, but he's vacuuming. Are you vacuuming? Okay, so we're pretty much done with bricking now. What I'll do is I'll take y'all outside and we can chill with Roscoe and eat out back. I think that's our best bet here. And I think I'm gonna double check these berries that I have just so that I can at least eat some of them, man. But I'm telling you, we went to Sam's Club yesterday and picked these off the like top shelf or whatever. Well, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Do y'all put hot sauce or anything on your eggs? I don't think I even have any right now, to be honest. I do like to put hot sauce on them, though. Okay. I'm going to bring y'all outside. I'm going to set the camera up, and then I'm going to grab my plate and stuff and bring that out as well. I might be able to do it all, actually. And all I'll have to do is grab more water. Okay, boys, you're coming with me. Hold on. Hold on. Go, be free, Roscoe. Oh, lizard just got in the house. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, we're coming out back. Yabba dee da dee da doo doo. Okay. Let me set this down a little bit more so I can see y'all. Freaking bug flew up in my nose, man. Okay, hopefully y'all be able to see me right here. And then Roscoe's out here as well. Give me 1 second, I gotta shut this door. Nice. Okay, boys. I'm gonna see if I can change the title of this video while we're live. Okay. How do we do this? Hopefully y'all can hear me pretty well. How do we change the title to the video? Chat filter, community moderation, add, start a poll, start a Q&A. I can share that I'm live. I can swap the camera. I can turn the camera off. Oh, he's peeing over there. Okay. I could put makeup on my face. I can mute the mic. So I just can't change the title? I can put a green screen on. What's going on, Madison? Appreciate you popping in here. Roscoe, what are you doing over there? He's over. I don't know if y'all can see him. No. I'll wait till he gets back over here. I can't believe I can't change the title to this live while I'm live, though. I must have to do it on the studio app in my phone. Dang. Okay. Can y'all tell me, does it sound like it's the phone mic, or do y'all know, can you tell if it's this microphone? I want to know if my mic is being picked up from the microphone of the camera, or if it's the, you little ant, you, or if it's the microphone that's plugged in right here on me. I'm going to set this camera on this thing and I'm going to walk away, and y'all tell me if you can hear me. I'm over here now. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Does it sound like it's coming from this microphone, or is it picking it up from the phone over there? Hopefully it's coming from this microphone. But the mic got unplugged while I was just live, and sometimes it's wishy-washy on if it'll reconnect. So somebody let me know. There's a couple of y'all in here. There's a couple of y'all here. Okay. So let's eat now. Not bad, Chef D. Hey, Roscoe. What are you doing? Can y'all tell? Is it coming from this microphone? Somebody gotta let me know, man. I could go pull it up on my iPad, but hey, you need to go poop. Are we gonna poop? I know this is going to kill my camera battery sitting in the bacon sun like this. It's nice out today though. I think he went on the side of the house over here. Well, hopefully he's pooping. The worst thing about this Chobani thing is that my mustache that hangs over my lip. It's all yogurty. No! Did y'all see that? I got a man down. I lost my French toast stick. Oh my gosh, it's hot out. Where you going, poop, son? What's going on, Florida? I'm gonna move this camera closer so I can see y'all better. Hard for me to see the chat, really. What's going on, homie? Appreciate you popping in the chat here. We're just chilling out back now. We were doing the dishes earlier, but I just made breakfast and now I'm eating it. And the dog is out here. He needs to go poop. He's just roaming the yard right now. He wants to play fetch, really. I could play fetch on the camera with y'all. I want to eat. What's everybody up to today? Anybody got anything going on? I know it's a Monday. I need to get this van running out front. Where's your good ball? Go get me a good ball. He likes playing with these balls that are, the second your mouth, or his mouth gets wet, like all the dirt sticks to the ball. So they get nasty real quick. I need him to play with a ball that's doesn't collect dirt. Tennis balls are the worst. Yo, can anybody tell me if this is the microphone picking up everything? Hopefully it is, and not the camera mic. If somebody could tell me if they can tell or not, which is which. Hey, you gotta lay in that dirt like that? I'm hoping it's the microphone mic and not the camera mic. Hot out here. Okay, boys, we're popping these berries. I'm inspecting them before we eat them. What? You hot? You want me to throw you a ball? All right, let's play fetch with Roscoe. Let me set y'all up here. Oh, here. Actually, I could do it like this. This way y'all can see. And I can read the chat. Okay. Good? Everybody can see? He has a couple good balls around here, but I don't really see them around. Where are they? Yeah, see, it doesn't even bounce. Okay, boys. We're gonna be hitting some dinger bats with Roscoe. As you can see, he's over there waiting on his ball. Oh, that was a bad hit. Let me get a redo on that one. Let me get a redo. Okay, it's the bottom of the ninth. Bases are loaded. We got a dog in the outfield. I need to hit a home run right here. Oh! The base run. We got one runner home. He's quick. He's a quick retriever. He's hard to score on. He's hard to score on. Okay, here we go. Ready? Fail. Give me my other balls. That one's hard to hit. Nobody watched that. Nobody watched that. Good boy, Roscoe. Good boy. Runner ready? Oh, come on. Okay, keep your eye on the ball. My eye is on the ball. It's right here. Home run. He's not a fan of when they don't go far. If they don't go far enough, he gets mad. He only retrieves them if they go past that fountain, to be honest. Okay, right. But he does know this. If y'all see him right here, watch this. Runner ready? That's his cue word. Because he's a runner and he needs to be ready. Good boy. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all popping in the chat here. We did the dishes earlier. We're in the middle of eating breakfast and I'm playing fetch with Roscoe. So that's where we're at. That's what y'all have missed. Now you're caught up. Where is it? You're hiding it. You're hiding it from me, son. Okay. We're going to hit a couple more home runs here. You see the dog? Runner ready? Now you don't. There we go. I send him to Dingbat City over there. He likes when they go past this bush or in this bush. He's a big fan of the bush right here. Oh, he got distracted. Oh, I think he might have found one of his other balls. He has a favorite ball. I'm telling you, this is the ball I was looking for. And he just put down the other one he was retrieving that we just were playing with. And he's bringing back the good ball. Yeah, you found the good one, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This ball. This is the ball I'm talking about. Watch this. Like, watch how much it bounces. Nice, good bounce. Okay, we're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit a home run here. Runner ready? Nowhere. Let me get a redo. Okay, we need a clean hit. Line it up. Eye on the ball. Boom! We sent them packing. The thing I like about having a golden retriever is they actually bring the ball back. The other dogs, are they gonna do this? Will they do this? Look at that. He dropped it right on the ground for me, right here. All I gotta do is pick it up. Good boy. Runner ready. Runner get a redo. Boom. Oh, that was a good one. He sent that boy packing. Appreciate y'all popping in the chat here. We're just hanging out now. We did the dishes earlier. I'm just hanging out with y'all a little bit, eating breakfast, hanging out with Roscoe, playing some fetch, just chilling with whoever pops in the chat here. Boom. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I don't know if y'all can see him over there. When they go in the bush like that, those are his go-to ones. He has to go digging around and trying to find it. Pretty much done with this breakfast here though. There's not much left but the egg. Good boy. Let's play a couple more fetches. Runner ready? He's already got it down to a science, man. Boom. I like to watch him run back in the camera here. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. About done? Yeah, we'll call it on that. All right, boys. I'm gonna call it on this for the day. I'll probably be live later as well. I might go live in a little bit and tinker on the truck, or I might go live and work on some stuff on the computer and do a horizontal live. But basically, we were able to do the dish. Y'all saw that. We were able to play with Roscoe a little bit. We were able to make some breakfast, and we were trying to get his poop out. And if you can tell, that boy's about to poop. So, mission accomplished for the day. It was doing the dishes, making breakfast, and getting here and are hanging. And I'll catch y'all on the next live. I might be live in a little bit, so catch me on that one if you're not catching me now. But I appreciate everybody joining, and you'll have to catch me on the next one, everybody. Take it easy. Peace.